Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are we today? I really hope we're doing what we can to stay strong throughout these tough times. But of course, we are back again with another freaking video. And let's just say we're starting off this video with some new freaking merch. Even though annoyingly, the green screen affects it. But nonetheless, this jumper is super freaking comfortable. You don't understand. It's crazy, man. Honestly, my favorite one so far. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, April Lauren. In the last video, we asked her for, well, before we get into that, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel so far, including every single person that is a subscriber as well, as we continue to freaking grow. But with that being said, though, in the last video, or the last two videos at least anyway, I have asked that, or at least requested politely that Miss April Lauren gives us the scale. Why? Because I know for sure 100%, especially if you look at the comment section of the most recent video that I made and the one before that, there are a lot of people who have concerns about the fact that they do not believe that Miss April Lauren is being 100% genuine when it comes to her weight loss journey. And obviously, I understand where that comes from. It comes from the fact that there are so many YouTubers on here that lie about their weight loss journey, and manipulate others. So of course, when someone comes in new and fresh, everybody wants to back that person. But when there's certain tendencies that have happened, after a while, people are like, I don't know if I can trust this person. So therefore, that's why in the most two recent videos that I made about her, I did politely request that, she does give us the scale. And this was the response, and 100% I'm gonna say this was the response, to be honest with you, because it's not coincidence. It fits the profile, especially given the fact that there was one video that she made where she spoke about assumptions being made about her, and now all of a sudden there's this.
The scale. The scale is important. It's a tool to measure progress. It's a tool, not the tool. This week I lost 2.6.
You see, just before we even get into how much she lost there, it does make you wonder sometimes, right? Because here's the thing. Myself in particular, I can only speak for myself. I do believe that April Lauren is on a journey. And I do believe that she has every intentions to lose her weight. And I also have a part of me that believes that she will get to her goal. I really do. I really, really do. But at the same time, even though I believe that, and even though many other people may believe that, including the people that don't believe it, it still means that it would be nice if we had actual evidence. Now, obviously, whenever she gives us a video evidence, yes, of course, she shows us her body spread out, fantastic. But of course, when history shows, and this is the thing that we have to understand, but this is the thing that we have to put into perspective here, is that when you're so used to seeing creators come online and do a weight loss journey, but then don't show their number, and then it turns out in the end they were just lying and manipulating us, it doesn't matter how much of a nice person you are. It doesn't matter how genuine you are. People need that reassurance to know that they are following someone that is being genuine regardless, But of course, at the same time, everyone has the ability to make content how they want to make content. And that is always going to be the bottom line, no matter what. But of course, when you're trying to build a odyssey, as Miss April Lauren did say in the beginning of this video that I didn't show you, you want that odyssey to be based on the fact that you are completely transparent with everything that you display when it comes to your channel. Instead of saying things about the scale is this, the scale is that. But the matter of fact is, it doesn't matter how much you try and deflect from something. If people already have in their head that they don't know if they can trust the creator that they're watching based on the weight loss or whatever it is, they're going to want reassurance. And as human beings, we always want reassurance in anything. And when we don't get reassurance, it definitely puts our back against the wall and we think, I don't know if I can really follow you for the long haul, but I'll give it a chance. But again, ladies and gentlemen, like I always do, I always just give my genuine advice to Miss April Lauren. But let's check out how much she has lost this week. Bear in mind that generally, week in, week out, she'll generally lose somewhere between 1 to 1 pound, between 1 pound to 1.7 pounds, 1.6. That's generally what she generally loses most of the time. Now, of course, at the same time, based on her weight, a lot of us do feel that she should be losing a bit more per week, right? And then also there's also another people who feel that, oh no, she shouldn't be, she's doing fine. And at the same time, I've always said that as long as she's losing weight, I'm not really bothered. But at the same time, I'm sure she could lose that extra weight purely because of the food that she eats, and or the food that she shows that she eats, and also the amount of exercise she does, including the walking she does as well. With all of those things put in place, at her size, you're gonna expect us to lose 2 pounds minimum on most weeks. But of course, we have stags, which makes sense. But again, we're always gonna have different opinions on how much weight she should be losing. But it just happens that since that conversation has been more recurring week in, week out now, all of a sudden, Miss April Lauren has now lost more than 2 pounds for 2 weeks straight. And this is how much she lost this week. 2.6. And listen, congratulations. I'm all for it. I'm happy that she lost 2 pounds last week. I'm happy that she lost 2.6 pounds this week. Wasn't doing it before, but she's doing it now, which is fantastic. But when you have this thing where you go from one point where you're losing just 1 pound something, and people are like, hold on a minute, something doesn't feel right, something's a bit sketchy. And then all of a sudden, videos are made, or I don't know if I'm the only one that makes videos, but then they're made saying you should be losing a little bit more. And then all of a sudden, that number of weight loss starts to increase. It makes you wonder, has it increased because maybe you've changed the amount of calories you're having? Does it mean that maybe you upped up your exercise? Or does it mean that maybe, just maybe, because there isn't no scale for us to see, maybe now you're adding in more? You're making the number a bit higher than what it is. But again, I don't want to come out and say that she's making these numbers up and she's lying about her weight loss, because to be honest with you, when I look at her, I can see that she's losing weight. I can see it within her face. Body, not so much, because body takes the time for me personally to notice. I generally kind of see it in people's faces more first. I know everyone loses weight in different ways, but I would generally kind of see it in your face first, then I would in your body. But then there's times, I will see it in your body more. And again, like I said, do I believe that she's going to get to her goal? Absolutely. But I think at the same time, there is this thing called transparency. And then when there is no transparency, just because I believe something, it doesn't mean it's going to follow through. And just because I believe it doesn't mean that you're going to believe it. And trust me, when I've seen the comment section of the video I've done before this and before that, a lot of people really want that transparency. And I think that's what the problem is. But again, like I said, it is her channel, and she's in control of whatever she wants to deliver it. And of course, she's still going to have those fast, good numbers of people that are still going to follow and support her regardless, which is fantastic for her, because she's going to get there. But let's just play the rest of this video real quick, and let me disappear for you lovely people so you can see.
6
Oh, no, you've
pounds.
seen the number.
I am so excited at the progress. The thing about the scale is, while it's not always the most important tool, if it stays stagnant for too long, there's a problem. And there comes a rush of excitement when you have a big loss like 2.6 pounds in a week. It makes me so happy. I am down to 310.1 pounds, which is 140.6 kilograms and 22.15 stone. And I am excited. This month, my goal is to hit 50 pounds down. Right now, I'm a little over 42. Every month,
Listen, fantastic. I get it. And when she speaks the point that she speaks about the scale, is she wrong? Not necessarily. Again, it's not. But at the same time, for people who want the scale, it's now coming across as if she's deflecting now. And what we don't want is to feel like she's deflecting. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it then makes people feel like, I don't know if I can trust you, because there's been many creators before that have done things that, and then they've deflected, and then all of a sudden it's turned out they were just trolling us the whole time because they had no intention of bettering themselves. But again, can we judge every YouTuber that comes on here for weight loss journey the same? Absolutely not, we cannot. But at the same time though, if we have a trauma of too many people manipulating us, we're gonna always have our guard up. And that's why we always want complete transparency. So at the end of the day, even though she has this explanation about this scale, really and truly for the people that are looking for transparency, it's not good enough. Whether you believe it or not, because you know what I mean. But like I said, for me personally, she is losing weight, which is fantastic, and I do see him doing it, but I'm just saying that transparency is also key, regardless whether I believe her or not, or other people do or not, just I'm saying. And I know there's a lot of people who don't believe that she's doing things There's a lot of people that don't believe that she's been 100% honest. So with that being said, all I can really do is ask you guys, what do you think? But most importantly, April Lauren, if she does watch the videos, which some of us are starting to believe that she does, transparency completely can only really benefit your journey even more. But also obviously, but like I said before, that is up to her. It's her channel, her choice, and the conversation. Do you know what I mean? But of course, I don't know, man. It just is what it is, right? But with that being said, let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, and I'll see you down there, okay? And with that being said, subscribe, and we are out. Peace.